Ethereum Name Service. So this right now has had incredible usage. Like over the past 4 years, really, since they launched, before the token even launched, the amount of domains that have been bought up has been quite staggering. It's a huge amount of money. And given that we're probably going to transition to a new form of internet over the next 5-6 years, ENS is probably ahead of its time. So I want to take a look at what's happening right now, what are their numbers, and maybe what can happen this year. Now, before I dive into that, if you're new here, this spreadsheet just shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up these coins. These were cryptos I thought could do very well and make a lot of money. You can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. You can also see how high all these coins went in around about 16 months, as well as what your profits would have been if you'd put $100 into those coins. 100 into each in that time would have made you a little over 123 grand. Now, obviously, we're in a bull cycle. If you're not happy with the performance of your portfolio, have a look at copymycrypto.com. So that's the site I run. And on the site, I share all the coins I own with my members. Every day I give daily market updates, and whenever I'm looking at buying or selling a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm looking at buying or selling and the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. This means my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me, meaning they make the same profit without any work at all. If you actually go onto my site right now, you'll be able to see some of the profits my members have made. If you go through the old videos on this channel, you'll be able to verify it all. You can also see some of our past successes. Again, you go onto the old videos on this channel, you'll be able to verify it all. Now, read through the site, watch all the videos. If you like what you see, and if you want to find out the coins I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, like I predicted Phantom last time, all you have to do to find out is join up on the site, guys. Now, ENS, so currently sitting at around 17 bucks. Obviously, it launched back in 2021, right at the end of the bull cycle, to be fair. Obviously, first day it went up, or, did pretty well. Got to, or second day rather, it got to highs of 85 bucks. ENS was actually an airdropped token. So basically what they did is in November they did an airdrop to reward users who had registered addresses before the project launched its token. So that was actually a very successful airdrop for anyone that was an early domain buyer. ENS is, as I said, it's a distributed, open, and extensible naming system. It's based on the Ethereum blockchain. So what ENS does is convert human-readable Ethereum addresses like john.eth into the machine-readable code of that we normally see, 0x da 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 da. And the reverse conversion is also possible. Now that long term, I don't think people talk about that enough as like the huge benefit that could be, because actually anyone that enters into crypto finds it nightmarish actually sending money around. They're very, very nervous. They're very, very concerned about sending money and losing it. I know tons and tons of people that have sent money and they missed the memo that there should have been in the address, or they missed a simple digit in the address, and as a result they lost some money. That actually removes a huge entry barrier to a lot of people. There's a very big benefit there. But that is aside the point. That's kind of a secondary thing. The main thing of what ENS is doing is it's trying to make the Ethereum-based web easier to access. So it's similar to how Domain Name Service makes the internet more accessible. ENS also uses a similar system to DNS to allow people to basically purchase websites, right? They got I will point out the director of operations got a bit of criticism back in 2022 for some tweets that he put out. Overall, ENS is now led by a team that's 9 people strong, although I imagine that's far higher now. And its treasury is governed by a 4 to 7 multi-signature root with the following members, which is Nick Johnson of ENS, Sergey Nazarov of Chainlink, you got Dan Finley of MetaMask, Taylor Monahan of MyCrypto, Aaron Fisher of Colony, Jason Carver of Ethereum Foundation, and Martin Swend of Ethereum Foundation. But they have no investors. They are supported by the ETH Foundation, they're supported by Binance X, Chainlink, Ethereum Classic Labs and Protocol Labs, but no investors. Which, big plus there. Big plus. Because obviously, there's going to be a slow and steady token release, but it means you're not going to see a bunch being dumped. Really it's the team that are probably the only ones that are potentially going to be dumping. In fact, when we look at it, contributors is probably it, actually, thinking about it. Community treasury should be fine. So every month, about 1.5 million tokens are released, which is approximately $25 million, just shy of. So there is a potential every sort of 8th of the month that $25 million could dump on the market. But to be fair, they're doing pretty good volume. So I think it's unlikely. And quite often they're doing $100 million or so in a day. So it'd be surprising if like a huge proportion of that dumps. And again, treasury-wise, a lot of that goes to the treasury. So dumping, probably unlikely. When we actually take a look at the numbers around ENS domains, it's pretty damn good. So you can you can register a name today. All you've got to do is type your name and register. It removes quite a significant amount of complexity that is in the crypto space. You can have a look at the app as well. So we'll have a look at the ENS app and we'll have a look at the ecosystem. So ecosystem-wise, not looking too bad. So featured partners, you've got Coinbase, GoDaddy. So GoDaddy is obviously a massive name. Within the domain space, you've got Varcaster, Arbitrum, etc. When we're taking a look at your Web3 username, again, you can search for names and see if there's any in particular you would want. Doesn't really matter. Dwayne Johnson, go to The Rock. So it's registered. But .box is available. So there you go. You can go with The Rock, registered. .box available. And we can just take a look through. Well, let's rock.eth. So let's have a look as an example. So owned, right? And you can actually look through ownership as well. So you can actually get an idea of like, and when the name expires. So it might be that you decide, you want google.eth as an example. So google.eth obviously registered. Ownership we can see here. Name expires of 2044. Person that obviously bought it, sensible to buy it, given that, if Google ever want to get into the ETH space, they're going to have to pay out the ear to get that domain, assuming that it isn't Google itself that owns it. We have seen huge numbers of ENS domains actually created over the course of time. We can have a quick look and see what they're posting around on Twitter, etc., or X rather. So big news: we've officially partnered with Linear Build to build name chain on our layer 2 solution for scaling ENS to the next level. No-code DAO creator with on-chain identity. Got using ENS to Venmo. ENS is heading to Taipei. Cool. Come hack on ENS in Taipei next month. No. This past week, bonus. I attended the con. ENS. So you can register set date.eth. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the numbers, like I said, are very, 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 very good. We have seen hundreds and hundreds. We've seen millions of addresses created on ENS. And the thing is, there's another big plus for ENS. ENS have actually, they've had relatively, Anthony Hopkins created like his own address, with ENS effectively. It wouldn't be a surprise to start seeing the celeb culture move back into this space sooner or later. Particularly, there's some that are already around. Obviously, Snoop Dogg's heavy in the crypto space. But if we start seeing some big names going, this is my .eth address, and starts having a domain up and running, where they're promoting stuff, again, that celeb culture comes back in, starts moving. But given that, there is a decent chance that we're going to see an evolution in the internet over the next 5-6 years, maybe it might take 10. Given that we're now starting to see governments hoarding Bitcoin, given that we're starting to see development surging on Ethereums and Solanas, and that this kind of Web3 idea is really starting to move forward, ETH addresses are going to be a big thing. ENS is a necessary part of the ETH address space. I still think this is this gets back to $100. I really do. I think, it's in a falling wedge pattern right now on the charts. It looks like it's got a chance of a breakout anyway. But in all, I think $100 is actually a fair target. It still puts it at a market cap of 3.6 billion, so it's not astronomical. Obviously, it's big. But again, given that there's been millions of addresses created, millions of domains created already with ENS, and if we start seeing those numbers rising in a sort of parabola, the price will follow pretty fast. So paying attention to how the ENS numbers change is going to be really a real important insight as to what's going to happen with the price over the next sort of 5, 6, 7 months. And again, it just takes a couple of celebs, and all of a sudden it starts moving again, and I can see that happening. But yeah, I'm curious to hear what people think on this. Is anyone just not convinced we're going to see a shift in the internet? Does anyone think there's no chance in hell of that? Does anyone think that it's an inevitability and we're going to start seeing celebs flocking in, or big companies flocking in? Where do you stand on this, guys? Share your thoughts in the comments. And guys, we are in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with the performance of your portfolio, go to copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. So my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me, meaning they make the exact same profit without any work at all. Now, like I said, on the site, you'll be able to see some of the profits my members have made. This is public record. It's on the history of this channel. You'll be able to see some of our past successes as well, which is on the site, on the history of this channel. Read through the site. Watch all the videos. If you like what you see, if you want to hear my daily market updates, if you want to find out the coins I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, all you have to do to find out is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.